super excited to talk about what happened in October and going forward for November, because amazing things are happening right now with Plexus. And I, like Lexi, am so thankful that we have this group together and have so many of us all rowing together in the boat together. So super excited. So here are our first recognition. We're going to talk about those people that helped someone sign or help someone start their journey in the month of October. So we have these people that all helped one person. We have Cam Adams, Lacey Hull, Brittany Parr, Terry Ackley, April Woolen, Lexi Kellner, Bree Egger, and Vanessa Cloyd all helped one person get started last month. And we have these two rock stars that helped three and earned their Nike gift cards in whatever form they want to use that as. We have Julie Wright and Whitney Montoya. So I know I can speak for both Lexi and I. This is a mother-daughter. Julie is the mom. Whitney is the daughter. So we got a mother-daughter group coming up on our heels, and we are all about the competition. And I'm so excited for them to do that this last month and excited for the competition. So, and next we have these rock stars that held their rank in the month of October. We have Cindy Bohati, who re-ranked senior silver. We have Whitney Montoya, who maintained gold and also got that consistency bonus. Janelle Harms was senior gold, Dylan was senior gold, and Woody was senior ruby. So congratulations to you all. And I am so excited for this list to be 3 times as long in the month of November, because amazing things are happening.
Yay. Okay. I am going to hop right in and cover this month's incentives, because it should not take super long. And then I have some really fun stuff I want to share with you and some clarifications. So I'm so glad that you all are here. I am just going to the Plexus Worldwide website and under resources and incentives. The big incentive this month is grow more to give more. And the gist of this is bring in new VIP customers, score cash. It's that simple. We're talking Christmas cash. We're about to light it up so that Christmas does not have to be a budget line item. All of your commissions that you earn in November will be paid out on or before December 15th. So plenty of time for Christmas. The basics of it is you bring in 3 new VIP customers, and that's $100 cash. You bring in 6 new or 3 new and 1 level 1 silver. So helping someone on your team bring in 3 people, that's $400 cash for you. And the next tier is you bring in 9 new VIPs, or you bring in 6 and have a level 1 go silver, and that's $800 cash. $800 cash is a lot of money to most people. I just want you to think really quick about what $400 cash would do for you right before Christmas, what $800 cash could do for you right before Christmas. And then think of somebody else who would be really blessed to have an additional $100 right before Christmas, or $400 right before Christmas. Things are hard right now. The economy is nasty. Groceries are expensive, let alone Christmas. So keep that in your mind, in your heart, and lean into that, because money can be uncomfortable to talk about, but it can also be very powerful. And we have a very incredible vehicle to be able to help people in the realm of money. So that is the big incentive. And then we also still have free shipping on a purchase of $175 or more. That is a one-time order, a subscription order, a welcome pack order. As long as that subtotal line reads $175 or more, shipping is going to be free. And it's ground shipping, not economy ground, the slow one. It's ground 3 to 5 days. You just have to select that when you are placing your order. We still have Just Add Reset, which is where when you have $50 or more through your account, even if your order went through today and you order a reset tomorrow, or if your subscription is set for tomorrow and you have at least $50 on there and you add reset, you're going to get $20 off. That is stackable with the free shipping. So keep that in mind as well. And then our product of the season is collagen still through December. So you can get collagen for discounted perk credits. If you have it, log in and check out your perk credits, because I'll bet if you haven't checked them in a while, you got some waiting for you and it's time to score a free product. Okay, I am going to go next. We're going to talk about inspiring impact, what that is, where that came from. And to kind of lead into that, I'm going to share with you some things that I learned while I was at Rubies on the Rise in Arizona, not last week, but the week before, I think, middle of October. I was in Arizona. It's been a whirlwind since I got home. But I learned so much. I'm so excited to be able to share all of this with you. If you don't have a notebook, you might want one if you're a note taker. This is recorded as well. So if you don't have one handy, you can go back and watch the recording. I just want to share some tidbits, and then we're going to kind of go into inspiring impact, the vision for it, kind of where the idea came from, why we're shifting, and just cover all of those bases. So Rubies on the Rise was absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for you guys to experience it. I have never felt more valued, celebrated, honored. We had a tour of the corporate office, which even though this month in 8 days will be my 8-year Plexiversary, I had never been to corporate before. So I was a hormonal sobbing mess just because of what this company has done for my family. It was incredible. So we pulled up, they bussed us over from our resort to corporate. And when we walked off the bus, I have chills already again. They had rolled out a red carpet and all of the staff was lining the carpet. They were all cheering and hooting and hollering and clapping. And Alec was standing there and he met everyone with a hug as they got off the bus. It was one of the most incredible experiences. And then we got to tour corporate. Alec was in the middle of a meeting and he waved our group in. So we went in and we got to chat with him and he gave us his personal cell phone number, which was bizarre. I don't know what in the world I will ever need the president of Plexus cell phone number for, but I have it. And that's really cool to be able to say. But it was so incredible. I have a highlight bubble on my Instagram. If you missed any part of that trip, I invite you to go and watch it. It was incredible. So then we had a full day of training the next day after the corporate tour. And we got to hear from Alec again. And I just want to share tidbits of this with you so that we can get through. I don't want this to take super long. Alec, one of his key things was everyone needs 4 things. Everyone needs something to do because when you are stagnant and you have nothing to do, nothing to work for, no goal to push for, nothing like that, you're stagnant and you just start to slide backwards if you're not actively moving forwards. So something to do, someone to love, something to believe in that makes you make a commitment to yourself, and something to hope for. And the coolest part about that is I believe that you can find all of that here that then can impact so many other areas of your life. I keep saying an inspiring and impact, and it makes me really excited for what we're about to talk about in inspiring impact. He also talked about our new leadership. So Alec is part of our Wise Council now, is what kind of he claimed his title to be. And it has been Tarl and Alec at the top of the company for so long, just in case if you've heard those names or not heard those names, they have been our president and CEO. And they recently became our Wise Council and brought in new leadership. And any shift can be scary. However, Alec got emotional when he was talking about this because just Monday of the week of Rubies on the Rise, they had a meeting with the new leadership, and he got emotional and he said, I am mind blown by how much bigger, faster, stronger our new leadership is thinking. So you've seen lots of changes with Plexus in the last year. Last October was our big compensation plan revamp. Our whole system, our whole life was turned upside down. And it has been an incredible change. And now we're continuing to move bigger, faster, stronger. And it's just so cool to be right in the middle of it as we board this rocket ship to go off. Then we got to hear from Gene. I don't know if he's the new president or CEO, but Gene Tips. And one of the stories that he told is throughout his career, he's had multiple incredible opportunities placed in front of him. And as he worked for each one, he also got very emotional telling this story. It was just such a powerful room to be in. But he talked about how he had this promotion coming up, and he would have this little demon voice. He called it the demon voice that would say, "You're not good enough for that. You don't deserve that. I don't know what you think you're doing here, but you don't belong here." And he had to actively push it away, stomp it out, cure it with action, and keep moving. And then another opportunity would come. And then in that opportunity, he would have the little demon voice, and it would say, "I don't know what you're doing, but you don't belong here. You're not good enough to do this. No one cares what you have to say. You're not good enough for this." And he would continue to actively squash the demon voice and keep moving forward. And then another opportunity was presented to him over and over and over and over. And now he is at the very, very top of our billion-dollar company. So it was such an incredible story that can relate to Plexus and life, honestly. And I just thought that it was so, so powerful, that continuing to push through that dang demon voice. Okay, let me flip through here. This is, I think, the next thing I'm going to do, and then we might move on to inspiring impact. So we had a leader was our acronym for the day. That was everything rose and fell on the word leader. So L stands for love people, build them up, get to know them outside of Plexus and within Plexus, and how Plexus can help them. But getting to know them on a deeper level outside of that, know their heart, know their kids' names, know their husband's name, know what they do, know things about them that help you to love them deeper. And then E is encourage. And I don't know if you've ever felt a little bit down in the dumps, a little bit like everything is going wrong, a little bit wrapped up in your own brain. But I can promise you that when you feel that way, if you will go encourage someone else, they're going to be uplifted, and I guarantee you will too. So encourage, value people, cheer them on, recognize them. It all just leads together. And then the next one is always communicate. I think I can say 99% of issues, problems, thoughts, whatever you want to call it, are probably due to lack of communication or lack of good communication. All things in life. Yes, we're talking life here. All things with your husband, all the things with your kids, all the things with whoever probably could be solved with better communication. So I think that's very applicable to our business as well, as far as communicating with VIPs that we bring in and bring on board, and to help them have the best experience. It takes communication. It takes talking to them. It takes asking questions to get them to talk back to you and answer how things are going. And helping them feel in the know. D stands for develop yourself, and always filling your cup so that you can overflow and fill the cups of others. When Melissa Eichenhorst talked about personal development, she said, everything, Plexus, life, parenting is an up and down. You have highs and you have lows. And even when you're on the highs, the lows are going to come. And even when you're in the lows, the highs are going to come. And it just continues to be that roller coaster. But continuing to develop yourself, pour into yourself, take care of yourself, grow your brain, read a book, take care of yourself, and make sure that you're taking time for yourself and doing things that fill your cup as well. Even when you're in the highs, still doing that so that when the lows come, you can help pad that low. And doing it in the lows, that way you can help to launch when you head back up the roller coaster. And like I said, this is with everything in life. So develop yourself. E is establish systems and keep it simple. That is something that I'm going to come right back to. And then R is remind, because people forget. So remind them often, remind them of their products, remind them of why they got started, because people forget. It's easy to forget, but reminding them and continuing to encourage them through different things, because seasons are going to come and go and change, and life gets hard sometimes. It just does. It does for all of us. You and me and all of us. Life gets hard. So continuing to remind people that they're worth it, why they started, is going to help. Once again, it's going to lift you, it's going to lift them. And it's really a win-win when you are big enough to step out and make it about others. Okay, I'm gonna, I think, come back to systems unless I find something. Okay, actually, I'm going to talk about the mental traps quick, and then we're going to talk about inspiring impact. So we talked about 3 mental traps. The first one was perfectionism. I've been all 3 of these at one point or another. I am currently also. So I am 100% had my toes stepped on, punched in the gut a little bit. Perfectionism is, I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. It's disguised as a commitment to excellence, such as having the perfect outfit for an event or a photo or whatever, or the perfect graphic or the perfect post or whatever, the perfect. But the reality is that is an unhealthy pursuit of unattainable flawlessness. It's unattainable. You chase it forever and you're never, ever, ever going to catch it. The antidote is progress, action, leaning into that scary, and do it, and then assess. Do it, because the more that you do it, the more that you learn to trust yourself, that you are fully capable of doing things. Then your result is confidence. So every time you aim after you fire, so it's ready, fire, aim, ready, fire, aim. I'm not saying it wrong. Ready, fire, aim, ready, act, then assess. You find proof that you can do it, that you can lead, that you can help people, that you can go silver, that you can go senior silver, that you can go senior ruby. Perfectionism. That's a good one. Number 2 is burnout. 100% have been in this season. The illusion is it's disguised as a strong work ethic. It's an insatiable appetite to just keep doing. The reality is you're trying to do and be all the things. None of us do all the things. And if we are doing all the things, we're not doing them well, or maybe even right. The antidote is to prioritize and delegate. Learn what is urgent versus important. There are no emergencies in Plexus. No one is going to die in Plexus. And anyone else who comes to you with an extreme urgency is not your emergency. It's going to be okay. Nothing is on fire in Plexus land. A lot of times nothing is on fire in parenting. Hopefully nothing's on fire. If something's on fire, that is an emergency. Go handle that. But learning the difference between urgent and important, and prioritizing and then delegating. Because again, when you delegate, you are leaning on others and you're lifting them up in the process. So it's going to help everybody. It's a win-win. So the result is you're going to feel more balanced, and someone else will feel more balanced and more helpful as well. Then number 3 is being me focused. Being me focused eventually becomes a burden too heavy to bear. It's disguised as being driven and success focused. The reality is it is seen as self-centered and uncaring. The antidote is focus on working with others and adding value. What can you give? Not what can I get? What can I give? How can I serve? That was the other word that I feel like I heard over and over and over is serve, servant leadership, servant heart, how we serve others, how corporate serves us. So then your result is deep relationships. And kind of the mindset that brought that back was if Plexus went away tomorrow, you wouldn't have a rank, you wouldn't have points, you don't have any of that. It's the relationships that you built along the way that you're going to have. So keep that in mind. Because I've met some of my best friends through Plexus. Even if I would have known them or would not have known them, I am 100% closer to people here because of building a relationship, and Plexus brought that together. So those are the mental traps. There's so much. This book is like, you need to see how it's like, it's incredible. I'm going to continue sharing pieces of it in Inspiring Impact. And if anything you want more, let me know and I can send you pictures of anything as well. So this, while I was there, kind of sparked the systems, the keep it simple, the serving me and serving others conversation. And when, hold on. When I was looking at the team pages and how that works and who, what it's for, who it's designed for, who it's talking to, it really was kind of a big jumbled together thing. I'm not going to call it a mess. It wasn't a mess. It was a work of art, but it was just jumbled. So what Inspiring Impact is, where it was born, is being a resource that is serving people like you who are here because you want to serve others, because you want to get your products paid for by helping other people get started on products that you know work and you know have the ability to change things for people. So that is the idea behind Inspiring Impact, is that it is going to be a resource for sharing. There's going to be invite messages. There's going to be post ideas. We're going to run challenges in there. We're going to keep it fun, but we want it to be a place where you can say, I want to do this and I know how, because I have these tools and I have these resources and I have this group that's going to come along with me. And we're all different. So what makes it cool is that we're all working together from different places. That's going to make it very, very powerful. It is our group. It's all of our group. And I really, really hope that you can feel that way as well. Then Success Starts With You is for everybody. It's for potentials. It's for current VIPs. People who want to take a look would be potentials. Anybody and everybody is welcome. And Success Starts With You. Inspiring Impact is when somebody says, I'm interested in getting my products paid for. And we want them to be able to come over there and feel equipped and empowered with what to do, because a lot of times that's where we get stuck. I mean, I myself have said, I don't know what to do. Or someone has come to me and said, I want to get my products paid for. And I've said, I don't know what to tell you to do. So this is going to bridge that gap and help things come together that way. That being said, if you are thinking, it would be really nice to have this in there, this type of message, this type of idea, more posts, or I would rather have story ideas or things like that, please let us know. I'm going to throw a post in there that is going to be like a suggestion box. These are the kind of things we're looking for. We'll throw it up and then we will all collaborate together to get ideas and be able to bring that together. Does that make sense? Do you feel like that's going to help be more clear that who goes in which bucket, which group. We have success starts with you and inspiring impact. Hopefully it's very, very clear. If you decide you have questions, please reach out because we want it to be the best place for you. So if you feel like it's missing something, reach out. If you are curious, that is the place to search. We're going to try to keep it really organized with hashtags and the search feature so that you can go in there and say, I need to invite people to an event. And we have a post in there with invite messages. And if you have a good invite message, feel free to drop it in the comments because I don't speak the same way that you do. And maybe someone else needs your words and not mine. So know that you are empowered. You are 100% capable of impacting others in this group as well. That is inspiring impact because we want to help you get to where you want to be, whether that is getting $100 for Christmas, getting your products paid for, or taking it further and making it an income for your family. We want to be able to meet you where you're at. So that being said, I'm going to give you a challenge because you're all here because you want to get your products paid for or earn some Christmas cash. I want to encourage you to get with your friend who invited you to Inspiring Impact and map the month. And what that means is look at the potential, dream a little bit, and also strategize on where it's going to come from to bridge where you are now to where your goal to end November is. And be able to roll into Christmas how you would like to. And everyone who has that map meeting with your friend who invited you, and if you and your friend don't know what you're doing, then find another friend. We're here to help. We're all here, one big happy family to help each other. So map by, I'm going to give you Saturday. I was going to do Friday, but I'm going to give you Saturday since it's already Tuesday. By Saturday, the end of the day. So submit by Sunday. I'll put a post in Inspiring Impact, and everyone who gets with their person and maps for November by Saturday night, then Sunday morning, I'll do a drawing for how many $25 gift cards? 2 $25 gift cards? Should we do 2? We'll do 2 $25 gift cards, as long as you map either on Zoom or on the phone, whatever's easier, but it has to be like that, not through Messenger, by Saturday. I'm going to look at my notes and make sure I didn't forget anything. I think that's everything. And it's 9 o'clock. Yay. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, thoughts, ideas that awkwardly make me flip through my book and see what else I can share with you? The work is good. People are looking for help, and we have the answer. Okay. I think that's all that I have, unless I go down a whole additional rabbit hole, but I'll continue to share from this in bits and pieces, and I'll share some of the information that I shared tonight. As far as the resources, you guys are so quiet. Mom, do you have anything you want to add, or let me stop the recording? Hold on. Is that okay? Or do you have something you want on the recording? You good? Okay.